what'd you see from you guys in the fourth there to kind of turn back a really tough charge from them?
Yeah, I thought they made enough big plays really in the fourth. I thought the key to the fight back was the third with J-Mac and Nas for sure went in there and turned the game right around back to our favor. And then I thought we made a lot more simple plays in the fourth on offense. Defensively, we obviously Rudy's big block. We rebounded pretty well for the most part. So,
is that the kind of Rudy that can really be impactful for you guys, just on both ends of the court, the start offensively and then kind of the finish defensively for him?
Yeah, absolutely. Rudy's had a great season for us so far. He's done a lot of things that you see and a lot of things that you don't see. Tonight, a lot of things he did, were real out there and obvious for everyone to see. So.
And then D'Angelo, the shot making in the fourth that's just what you needed from him on a tough shooting night.
Absolutely. He ends up shooting 9 for 18, 4 for 9 from the 3-point line. Those are really good percentages. Got to the line 6 times. And it was much needed. We needed that from him. It was good to see him have great confidence in his shot and let it fly.
And steal numbers these last 3 games or so have been kind of ridiculous. What have you seen from him on that end, particularly, I guess, to start tonight, what he did on that end of the court?
Yeah, just more active. He's in the gaps a lot more. He's got good, strong hands in there. He's really in a good spot early, rather than trying to track in there late. So
probably not something you want to do a lot, but to overcome a night in which you lose the 3-point margin by 33 points, what does it say about the group that you're able to overcome that kind of discrepancy?
Well, I thought key for sure. We've kind of been punching uphill with that stat all season. Key was not putting him on the free throw line in the second half. I thought for a while it was our fouling and that kept him kind of in the game in the first half. They went to the line a lot. And then they started getting hot from 3. So, but yeah, we did a good job there, and for the most part, we limited them to only 4 offensive rebounds. So they got a big one down the stretch, but other than that, they weren't getting multiple looks at it.
Coach, the 20 rebounds from Rudy popped there, but did this kind of feel like one of the most intentional rebounding games from the group? It seemed like the box outs were consistently there for the whole night across the board.
I think so. We're getting a little better in that category. It's still a habit that has to grow for us. But I think we kind of knew where their shots and when they were going to come for the most part, so it's a little bit easier than when they put you in scramble mode. So it was kind of a little easier to put a body on a body, and the guys did a good job. And
we've talked a lot about the turnovers this year, but I think the 2 highest turnover games are both of the Indiana games. How much of that is them versus just kind of the same stuff we've been talking about?
No, to me, it's they do a really good job of crowding the ball, and sometimes we're just playing in those crowds that we talked about pre-game. It's something we've just got to get better at. I thought the game turned against us tonight when we just stopped making the simple play. We got up 20 and stopped making the simple play. But guys didn't lose focus, they didn't lose determination, so that was a credit to them. And just passing is just off target. It's either in a crowd or off target. So,
Coach, you've talked highly about Austin Rivers lately and just his ability to step up when he's needed. As far as creating offense tonight, especially driving in and drawing those defenders, what do you see out of his abilities to create that offense?
Yeah, I love the way he's playing right now for us. He's doing, defensively, he's guarding, and offensively, he's playing within himself. He's getting to the paint with the intention of creating offense or finishing late, drawing a few fouls. Really doing a great job.
Is it a lot of different things, or are there a couple of dominant things as to why your defense seems to wax and wane, why it seems to play really well for stretches and then really lose itself for stretches?
Well, when you have number 27 out there, it helps the defense a lot, and it's, I think there's 2 things to go. One is, the complexion of our defense obviously changes, but the opponent, then they start to pin their ears back and just come downhill a lot because they know that he's not in the game. It's what we all have done when we face them and preparing for a team. So at that point in time, our point of attack defense has got to be way, way better. Our gap's got to be way better. Our low man, I thought our low man was actually better tonight, real well. For the most part, thought we were there. But yeah, and some of it's just concentration as well.
And so
readiness.
And when he's not in, are you a lot more gang paint conscious, and that leaves the perimeter open more?
Yeah, I think there's some of that for sure.
With D'Angelo in the fourth quarter, and just even throughout this game, what have you seen just from him and Rudy in terms of playing off each other? Since you are going to be more pick and roll oriented these next few weeks here.
Yeah, I think it's growing. Sure, he's hitting them early in the pocket. He's hitting them late. He's hitting them at the right time in the right places. I think they've kind of worked out a few of their things in pick and roll. Feels like it's a lot more natural than it was. And D'Lo's also looking, to be aggressive off of it too. So
we've seen games like this from D'Angelo last year too. Is there anything that he does differently in fourth quarters when he's rolling like this that you noticed from last year and in nights like tonight?
It's like play, a lot more like cleaner game. Just catch and shoot, get to his spot, rise up, be shot ready. Was off the ball a little bit where we were able to get the ball back to him. I thought that was good. Good by his teammates out there to find him at the right moments.
Is that one of those things where it can be a little simpler when there's one less really great offensive weapon on the court, like just being maybe more aggressive and not overthinking it too much with these guys?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe that's a question for him. I didn't I thought like when I was talking about simple, I was just saying like not overcomplicating your dribble and not overcomplicating, trying to get to your spots, stuff like that. So,
and this doesn't even have to relate to Cap. Do you just notice like tonight less hesitancy in the fourth
with our guys?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Offensively?
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I look at the tape. It doesn't stand out to me, but I don't know. So.